Are young African American males that come from single African American female households more disrespectful to women? Let's discuss when we come back.
In 2005, Robert Lynn Bell started 906 Multimedia. It was established on the principle of giving real opportunities to up-and-coming people. We include Satin Down Productions as a subdivision of our company, and as a result, we have expanded our brand to include print media, music, video, and performing arts. We produce socially relevant material that brings awareness to the masses of the social ills that exist in our communities. The media we produce educates the public and makes an attempt to provide solutions to the problems that affect our community. 906 Multimedia is also available for commercials, PSAs, organization promotions, sound production, music videos, and private video shoots. For all of your sound and video needs, consider 906 Multimedia. We have our hands in everything.
This is Rob Bell, and this is the Daily Rant. Are young African American males that come from African American single female household more disrespectful to women? Well, that's a question that a lot of people ask. And when you look at the climate and the way that a lot of these young boys are treating these women in our communities, it seems that it stems from the fact that when they were raised as young boys, a lot of these African American single female mothers are not teaching these boys how to be men. How can they? The cliche says a woman can't teach a man how to be a man. Only a man can teach a man how to be a man. And with the absence of a lot of black fathers in our community, it seems as if a lot of our boys are running rampant through the community and creating a lot of violence. There's a lot of drug use. There's a lot of crime. And most of it is being committed by African American males. So is it fair to say that the way that these men are being raised by these single females are a reason for all these things that are going on? I mean, let's talk about that for a minute. It's been my experience that women, especially African American women, are raising these boys to be, whatever, to be kings. They don't teach them any responsibility. They don't give them any sense of holding the task to be a responsible person and being a man. They want to take care of them like they're their boyfriends. They want to take care of them like they're their husbands and their mans. And in a lot of cases, they are substituting these males in their lives for men that they don't have in their lives. And more reasons than not, in more situations than not, the men that these women have had these children for are not in their lives. And they're very bitter about that. And to a degree, a lot of these women are not letting these men in these boys' lives for whatever their personal reasons are. They don't want them to be a part of their lives. All they want is the financial aspect of what comes with that. A lot of these men, in some cases, don't want to be a part of these boys' lives. And so these boys are stuck to some degree when it comes to understanding who they are and how to be a man. And so as a result, they gravitate towards men out in the street. And in a lot of cases, the men out in the street come from the same situations that these boys are in, and they are formulating these kind of families out in the street. And these boys are learning how to be a man in an entirely negative way. They're learning how to hustle. They're learning how to get money the wrong way. They're learning how to have attitude towards people in a disrespectful way, and especially learning how to have disrespectful attitude towards women. And in some cases, the way these women are raising these boys, they're very bitter about their situation, and so they're taking it out on the boys. And when the boys grow up, they start to become resentful. And when they become resentful towards their mother, you got to believe that they're going to become resentful towards women out in the street. And so we have this kind of crazy cluster of what's going on when it comes to African American males and who they are and how they treat people and how they treat women. And it all stems from the way that they are being raised in these single family homes. So is it fair to say that it's just about single family homes, or do boys that come from two-parent homes act in a different way? I don't know whether there is any statistic analysis that has been done on this. I don't know if there's any stats on this, but just from what I can see in the street, it seems that in a lot of cases, boys that come from two-parent homes, especially when the father in that home is a real strong father, that boy's attitude seems to be a little different than a boy's attitude that comes from a single parent home. When you talk to a lot of these young kids, and I've worked with a lot of them over a lot of years in my career, in the conversation, especially when you talk about why they do some of the negative things that they do, when you talk with them in their conversations, the first thing that comes out of their mouth is, I don't know who my dad is. I don't have a strong male figure in my life. I don't have a positive male role model. Most of them will say that. Some of them won't, because they try to be hard and they try to become, a man themselves, and they'll take this mantra or this attitude, I don't need anybody in my life. I can kind of do it by myself. My father ain't never been there for me. I'm not trying to let nobody else be my father. I don't want nobody else coming in my mom's life trying to tell me what to do. And, they have this attitude, but trust and believe that somewhere deep down in there, they want somebody to be in their life, especially a positive male role model to lead them in the direction that they need to go in. And we need that for them. We need that in this community. A lot of what's going on in our community with regards to our males and how come they're not doing the positive things that we need them to do, becoming strong men, leaders in our community, creating opportunity for themselves, creating their own jobs, going to college, understanding how to bring back the knowledge that they get from college when they do go to college and bringing it back to the community to share with some of the other men in the community. That ain't going on. And the reason why it's not going on is because nobody's teaching them how to make that happen. And it is our responsibility as men in our community to make that happen. But it's also the responsibility of men that are coming from these single parent homes. It's the responsibility of the mothers to have a better understanding of what she has to deal with. When women in families like that have females, they teach their females how to be strong, independent black women. And we see that. More women go to college than black males do. More women are successful in our community than black males are. More women in our community seem to have this kind of go-getter, go-do-it, be-hard spirit than men in our communities. And that's the reason why. It's because women are raising women in single black families a lot different than the way they're raising men. They're treating the men like they're their man. They don't challenge them. They don't make them get up and go out and go to work. They don't make them be responsible for their education. They don't sit down and teach them that they as men have responsibility in our community. That just does not happen in a lot of single parent homes. And we are getting the result in that in our community. Crime rate is up, drug use is up, and it's crazy. It has to stop somewhere. This is Rob Bell, and this is the Daily Rant.